Welcome to the Internet Explorer 8 Developer Series. In this series, we'll discuss some of the new and exciting changes in IE8 and how they'll benefit web developers. Today, we'll be discussing the new built-in developer tools. With IE8, we're giving developers a set of full-featured developer tools built in. These tools are easy to use and will increase your productivity. The main features of the developer tools that we'll discuss in the video are debugging of HTML and CSS, code source viewing, outline elements on screen, controlling the cache and cookies, as well as browser modes. These tools are all accessed by simply pressing F12. Let's take a look at the tools in action. HTML and CSS debugging is a tedious but very important part of a web developer's job. That is why we've built into the tools inside of IE8 so you can spend less time debugging and more time creating web pages. You can debug from any computer with IE8 no matter where you are, and all you need to do is press F12. One of the more powerful features of the developer tools is the Select by Element click feature. After I turn this feature on and I hover over the elements, you'll notice that each element is highlighted. When I click on an element, this allows me to view the element within the source code. Another feature that goes hand in hand with the HTML and CSS debugging features is the new on-screen outlining feature. You can outline tables, table cells, div blocks, or define your own set of elements to outline. To enable the outline feature, simply click one of these options on the outline menu in the developer's pane. If you want to clear the outline, simply click the Clear Outlines option. The Developer Tools search feature is great for if you want to find a particular object in your code very quickly. For instance, if you wanted to find a header object and you knew the ID was base header, you could simply perform a search that will take you directly to the header code. Once the element is found, you can now view the containing HTML and CSS. IE8's developer tools also include a built-in source code viewer. In previous versions, viewing the source code meant opening it up in an external editor such as Notepad. Notepad was an application that lacked any sort of code coloring or line numbering. This made picking through the source code of a site very difficult and time-consuming. The new source viewer color-codes HTML tags and adds line numbers that make it easier to read the code. The new Cache Manager makes it easy to ensure you are getting the latest information from your server as you're creating or modifying a website. Clicking Always Refresh from the server will essentially disable the cache. Alternatively, you can clear the cache on demand or even clear the cache for a specific domain. Cookies, much like the cache, can be disabled, cleared, or viewed. By giving complete control of the cache canned cookies, IE8 makes testing and debugging of web applications easier than ever before. Browser modes enable you to test how your website will look in previous versions of Internet Explorer. There are 3 browser modes, IE7, IE8, and IE8 Compatibility View, and 3 document modes. Quirks, which is similar to the behavior of IE5, and Quirks mode behavior of IE6, and is the same as Quirks mode of IE7. IE7 Standards mode, which matches how IE7 will render the document, and IE8 Standards mode, which is the latest standards compliant mode available in IE8. IE8 Standards mode is the default mode when rendering a document with a strict or unknown doc type. IE8 suite of developer tools is just one of the many features that we've added to create a more robust and powerful experience for developers. Be sure to watch the other videos in Internet Explorer 8 Developer Series to learn more about the new and exciting features IE8 has to offer.